I'm going to be taking a quick little video of the rear subframe that I did the bushings on and wheel bearings. So what I had to do is I removed the subframe. That is a subframe bushing right there, and then on this side you'll see the other subframe bushing, and then the trailing arm bushings are right here, and then I have the differential bushing. And I also painted and coated the components. This rear trailing arm got moisture underneath the paint, so it came off. Everything else is good. The brake calipers. What I had to do was remove everything, and then the bushings were so cracked and ripping out. They were still stuck inside, so I had to burn them out. The differential bushing was easy enough to tap out with a little pick. I also did the 2 wheel bearings on each side. I replaced the drive flanges, the hub flanges that go into the wheel bearing, and the axles tied onto. I resealed the rear diff cover. I got 2 new bolts. They're different colors, but these are 2 new bolts. An updated version. And then the car also has new brake pads and rotors, and then it is also on coilovers that I installed. And I still have to tighten down the trailing arm bushings, as you can. Is for if you tie them down before, when the body is lifted, when you put the car back down, it's going to twist, and then it's going to wear out faster. So I haven't done it yet because these are just spare wheels I have on. I had to swap on the other rims I have on that I'm going to swap on. What I also did was put all new brake fluid and all the lines on the rear and the front. So when I first did this, I had the car totally jacked up. I had to drop disconnect the differential bushing. And I disconnected the subframe bushings, and those metal covers on the bottom, those are screwed on from the outside as well. So I had to loosen those up to drop the whole thing. It didn't take too long. It was just a long process of having to get all the bushings out, getting everything painted, looking nice. I am just waiting on differential fluid to fill up the diff. And I did paint it, but it got scraped up from underneath. And then the sensor. But it was a long process, but it was a fun process. I enjoyed doing it. Made sure everything was done right. Had to disassemble the rear parking brakes as well, because this is the cable right here. I had to take apart the whole entire parking brake that's located inside of the rotor. Then pull out this cable. Sway bar links, I am going to replace those. I just haven't bought them, but we'll be replacing them. And so I bought 95A polyurethane bushings from Ref Shift. They're rated for street and track, either one, and they should feel better than OEM. Of course, this is a 30-year-old car, so compared to the bushings I had on before, it was already going to feel better because the bushings were old, and I say at least 10 years old, if not almost 30. But that's what I did for this project.